Now, I mean, I was expecting a lot more from Wilder in this particular matchup. Now, props to Parker. He, got a good strategy that he used there against Deontay Wilder and was able to back Wilder up. But it was more about, how Wilder reacted to a lot of shots, how he was reacting to Parker attacking him, as far as like backing up and leaning back and things like that. And, how we took those shots, especially upstairs, it was like, really affecting Wilder and what he was doing. So it almost seemed like, a lot of the confidence that we've seen Deontay Wilder have over the course of his professional career wasn't there against Joseph Parker. And so when you have somebody that was coming in there as minus 750 favorite in what was that, like FanDuel? So like 7.5 to 1 or something like that as a favorite against Joseph Parker. But, to have, what was it, two scores where Parker had 10 rounds to 2 basically, and one score of 12 rounds to nothing. And, you've seen the reaction from Wilder after the fight. He felt like he really didn't have his timing or anything like that, and that it didn't really work out for him. And it just showed. And you really gotta, see, like, is this it for Wilder? I'm, unsure about it. It was just the way that he kind of like carried himself after the fight. That he was, it seemed like he was content, with the results, and was ready to move forward, and that he said he had everything, set as far as like, the money and putting money aside and investments and things like that. And yes, this was, the first fight that he had all year, and he only had one round against Robert Helenius last year. So he really didn't have that much in-ring experience, up to that point. And going up against, someone like Joseph Parker, who, former world champion, that was very active in 2023, that could have, been a real difference there in this fight that happened tonight. But, for Deontay Wilder, he, had the thing where, folks were saying maybe he could have a fight against Anthony Joshua in 2024, but he still had to take care of business against Joseph Parker, and he wasn't able to do that. He didn't really get off of his right hand the way that folks thought he would, and it seemed like he was, really, off as far as like being sharp, not just with the right hand, but with a lot of the other punches that he had. So, like I said, he does, have a long career. He's had a long career, he's 38 years old. Like I said, he's been in the game since 2012. So it's been like 11 years in the game plus. And, those fights against Tyson Fury were big. The first fight against Luis Ortiz was something there too. So I'm not all too sure if Deontay Wilder looks like he's going to continue his career. Now, if the fight with Anthony Joshua is still out there for him in 2024, maybe he does take it. But if not, and they, kind of like say, hey, we might present, another fight here to you that might not get, the interest of Deontay Wilder, then you might not see him. So, and that's the thing about it. I think that was like a problem this year for Deontay Wilder, was that you didn't really have a fight that kind of like interested him that much in order for him to get in the ring until this came up against Joseph Parker. We know about what happened between Wilder and Andy Ruiz Jr., but outside of that, there was nothing in the interim for Deontay Wilder to just go ahead and take in order for him to stay fresh there, as far as like getting in the ring and staying sharp or whatever it is. So him having this particular performance against Joseph Parker, maybe having all that time out of the ring was a factor, but still you gotta kind of like factor in, was he completely motivated as far as like getting in the ring, being active and fighting in order to, at the time, was like saying that he wanted to get back and become a champion once again. So I'm up in the air as far as it's concerned when it comes to Deontay Wilder. But I mean, you could share your thoughts on if he is particularly ready to stay in the ring, or if this was, it as far as like, fighting as a professional. So share your thoughts on it here on the Boxing Source. We welcome all your comments on it. We'll, have more content here on the channel. Be sure to hit the like button if you like the content on this video, and also if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button. We appreciate the support here at the Boxing Source. And with that said, I'm out. Peace.